Wan-Bissaka 1v1 is the best right back in 1v1 defense.
Arguable.
And now Lenny Yoro is coming to take up that mantle as a center back.
All right.
And then he's very composed. He hatambui pressure. Like, that's why I'm saying he's going to be one great partner alongside Lisandro Martinez. Because his composure is up there with the best of the best in the likes of the Maldinis and the Rio Ferdinands. Yes, he's the best of the best.
So an 18-year-old is being compared to Maldini.
Yes, that's how good he is.
Your position ilishaenda. Comparison na Maldini ilishaenda.
That's how good he is.
Okay.
That's how good he is.
Yeah.
What are
what
are your expectations from him this season in regards to Premier League match? Clean sheets, goals, assists. Like, what are we expecting?
Goals, I don't know. I'll be very honest. Goals, I don't know. But I think in the Premier League, there's 38 games, definitely 30 clean sheets from my man.
For this and more short stories.
Back again with the Wildcard Podcast. My name is Brian Waudo.
Venant here.
Yes, I'm the Jabroni Slayer. You can call me Nyaassh. You can also call me Saliba's cancel.
What's going on? What's happening?
What? With what? With Saliba?
Saliba's cancelled.
Special counsel, special advocate to Saliba.
Anyway, Jabroni Slayer is not brought to you by Nyaassh. This podcast is brought to you courtesy of SportPesa. What's going on, man? Hey,
Yeah?
mmekuaje ban?
Crazy week, man.
Yeah.
A bit topsy-turvy as far as news. Unajua sasa tunashughulika tu na transfer news and them stuff. So it's happening crazily in Kenya and even abroad. Some dudes, Lenny Yoro, who some somebody looking like dude.
Brother AJ Shabil.
He's going to Manchester United, so there was that, people going nuts thinking that the next Saliba is in town. I don't get it. And then, of course, Arsenal signing Calafiori, Tasca releasing 11 picks.
Finally.
He's coming. It was never in doubt. The next Maldini is coming to the
Madrid
Arsenal.
never wanted him, but moving on.
And he was talking for the Arsenal, then Yoro was not. So, yeah, it's been a topsy-turvy week. Yeah.
Wiki yangu imekuwa poa, honestly. It has been an eventful weekend. We start with F1 and
F1 as well. Yeah.
McLaren doing their thing.
Black Mamba's boyfriend was busy fighting with Verstappen.
At least he won.
Yeah, for those people who don't know, Black Mamba is our producer.
Yeah.
And
he's a
then,
Hamilton fan.
Yeah, and then finally, Man United and Arsenal won their Arsenal won their first preseason. It was an indoor fixture.
Yeah.
And then Man United played so well weekend versus Rangers.
Yeah.
You guys humiliated them.
Yes.
2-0 clean.
That's not a humiliation, Venant. That's just
for a team like Rangers, who are among the favorites in the Scottish Premier
Scottish League, bro. Iko chini.
Yes,
2-0 is not a humiliation.
So basically, what he's saying is he doesn't like it when Man U win.
Yeah, of course. He's a hater.
Like
He's a
Rangers
hater.
now,
United and Kobe Mino live in his head rent free.
Absolutely no. All I'm saying, United, before mkuje Rangers, mlikuwa natoka kupigwa na some Rosenborg.
Venant, you're so absolutely correct.
Hata
Because
inachezanga wapi?
how have we started the podcast with Nyaassh talking about Yoro? Living rent free. Rent free.
No, you see, like I knew United needed reinforcements in defense, right?
Yes.
So I think they'll go buy these swashbuckling defenders or something, world-class beaters. First thing they did, renew Johnny Evans' contract.
Yes.
Like, who does that? Johnny Evans nini walikaa chini wakaona he's so fantastic, we need to renew his contract. Then they went and signed an 18-year-old for 60 million. Amebakisha 1 year in his contract. The next, surely explain that.
Let me put some context into your brain because it's clearly fried. You see,
go ahead.
I take you back to 2011.
Yes.
Man United missed out on one gem of a defender in the name of Rafael Varane.
Oh, you're interested?
We did not want to make that mistake this time. Once again, when we had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Erling brought Haaland and Jude Bellingham both visited Carrington and we still didn't get them over the line.
Yeah, being
so at the end
Jabroni
of the day, with the new structure, with the Dan Ashworth, with Omar Berrada, they've come in all guns blazing. They want to make a statement. And Ten Hag, given after the game against Rangers, said a lot of the scouting issues have been taken from me, which is good. Because now you can focus...
scouting.
Come on, he brought us Anthony. He brought us Anthony, bro. He brought us Anthony.
That's scouting the club.
He brought us Anthony. So at the end of the day, he's given the job to focus on the pitch only.
Okay.
But when it comes to Lenny Yoro, this is a boy that Madrid were desperate for. Madrid weren't even desperate for Mbappe.
And
they were desperate for Yoro. And you know what Yoro comes and does?
And Yoro
goes
was
to big club Man United, bro. Big Man United.
Actually, Len Yoro was twerking for Real Madrid. I never had him twerk for Manchester United. So I think it's just being shoved. Unakumbuka Mudrik was twerking for the Arsenal, bro. And then Chelsea was just shoved down his throat.
Yeah.
It's the same shit with Len Yoro.
This one is a bit. In fact, for this conversation,
did you ever hear Len Yoro talking about Manchester United?
Yes.
Where?
After the game
before he was
last weekend.
After he had signed for Manchester United. Before he was signed, did you ever hear him anywhere?
He's 18 years old.
And he's sour.
Secondly,
did you ever hear him talk about Manchester United?
No, he wasn't talking about Manchester United because he was contractually tied to another club. It's like now Partey talking about his Atletico Madrid days.
Mudrik alikuwa out of contract at Shakhtar.
No, but now that was
out of contract.
That was the agent's problem when Yali changed last minute. Anyway, back to this Man United signing.
Yes.
Brian, it sounds, based on even your energy, it sounds like this is somebody who we need to be on the watch out for. Probably not this season, but probably for the next, let's say, 4 seasons.
10 fucking years, bro.
But
he is the guy.
But he has to start this season.
Of course, he's starting. He's bringing the composure with Martinez bringing the robustness. It's coming home, man. Forgive me for saying it, but it's coming to Manchester. It's coming to Manchester.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm happy we got Yoro over the line.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm really happy. Generally, it's not just Yoro, but generally the whole structure.
Yeah.
We signed 2 players in the span of 4 days.
Yeah. Only one is a world beater.
That hasn't happened in a minute. And it doesn't even have to be a world beater. Because right now, maybe we might have the best scouting system in the world with Omar Birad and Dan Ashworth in the building.
At least said maybe.
Not
They could also be wrong.
Not when Brighton is in the league.
Brighton?
Brighton
Can only scout managers, not players.
Yeah.
Even players.
What have McAllister and Caicedo done in their new clubs? Yeah.
That's not their problem. That's not their problem.
You take up the mantle.
What has Ben White done?
Who the hell is Ben White? He has 0 trophies.
Anyway, for those people who don't know, Yoro, 52 million. That was the Nini plus 7 million in add-ons.
Yeah.
He's 18 years old.
Worth
Yes.
it.
And he's been 3 years Kwa Liga, team of the season last season, just like Saliba did when he was at Marseille.
Yeah.
But just to stop, don't compare him.
So I won't-
He's
no,
better.
Yeah, I mean,
He's better at 18.
Saliba is better without a doubt.
He's better at 18.
Saliba is better.
Len Yoro is playing for Man United at 18. Where was Saliba and Calafiori at 18?
Bro.
Bench warmers in their clubs.
Absolutely not.
Bench warmers.
Absolutely not.
Continue, Venant.
Under 21 for France.
Say less.
Under
Africa
21
national team?
He's a centre back
Okay.
for
Okay.
now I'm centre back for Manchester United.
Okay.
And let me see what else. He was wanted by Real Madrid, as he said.
Heavily wanted.
He also wanted
Heavily
Real
linked.
Madrid.
Heavily
You need to say that as well.
Oh, he also wanted
He
Real
also wanted Real
Don't listen
Madrid.
to this jabroni.
He's here till June 2029.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, is there anything that you think he'd give you guys as
What is he
Manchester
good
United?
at? Tell us.
Yeah.
What is he good at?
He's good at 1v1 defending. Like, he's the Wan-Bissaka of centre-backs. You get what I'm saying?
Wan-Bissaka is the standard of defending.
No, Wan-Bissaka is a right back and he's a good defender.
I
at
don't-
right
I don't-
back.
okay.
And you know
I
it.
don't think
And you know-
Wan-Bissaka
No. Get what I'm saying. Get what I'm saying very clearly.
1-on-1, okay.
Wan-Bissaka 1v1 is the best right back in 1v1 defending.
Arguable.
And now Len Yoro is coming to take up that mantle as a centre back.
All right.
And then he's very composed. He hatambui pressure. Like, that's why I'm saying he's going to be one great partner alongside Lisandro Martinez. Because his composure is up there with the best of the best in the likes of the Maldinis and the Rio Ferdinands. Yes,
not
he's
so
the best of the best.
So an 18-year-old is being compared to Maldini.
Yes, that's how good he is.
Your position ilishaenda. Comparison na Maldini
That's
ilishaenda.
how good he is.
Okay.
That's how good he is.
Yeah.
What are
What
your expectations from him this season in regards to Premier League match? Clean sheets, goals, assists. Like, what are you expecting?
Goals, I don't know. Goals, I don't know. I'll be very honest. Goals, I don't know.
I don't
But I
think he
think
creates those.
in the Premier League, there's 38 games, definitely 30 clean sheets from my man.
For this and more short stories.
Definitely 30 clean sheets from my man. Unless Onana decides to fumble the other 8 games, definitely 30.
Onana.
Definitely 30 clean sheets.
Onana always has to take the blame. Look, I may not like the transfer fee because I feel like 18 years, 1 year to go in his contract. Maybe hapo mlinyoroshwa, but then again, you guys are not in the Champions League. They're competing with the likes of Madrid, who he's working for, and maybe
And we've
PSG
beaten the likes of Madrid,
and
yes.
Liverpool. So you kind of have to offer some top dollar for that. He seems
Which
like
we always have, yeah. A rich club.
Yeah, Kugongo.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to be a good signing. I can't see how he does. But you see, Manchester United, you also have a knack of destroying talent.
No, we don't.
Yeah, you do have. So
we don't.
I hope that is not going to be the case with Lenny Yoro. His ceiling is quite high. So of course, since he come out to France, we want to see him succeed.
Of course we do. Of course we do.
So
Of course.
let's hope that's going to happen for Lenny Yoro moving forward.
Are there any other signings you guys have been wowed by, enamored by, interested by?
I mean,
So far.
I think
Like-
the outright one for me would be big clubs need to pounce on Dani Olmo immediately. Like,
see, I think Nani are
immediately.
talking for him like crazy. Barcelona.
Barcelona with what money?
I don't get how they sign players with it's crazy money, but they
loan.
always do, bro.
Because right now he has a 60 million release clause on his back. Barcelona, you don't have
I
that.
don't think there's anybody who's busier at Barcelona than the accountants.
I look at it this way. I'm a Barcelona fan.
Hebu tuambie.
Real Madrid just signed Mbappe. At this point, you sign whoever you can
With which money?
to step up.
With which money?
On loan, free transfer. Like Juventus used to do it, where they used to wait for Ramsey, free transfer Nakuja. They used to do that. Barcelona even did that with
Who?
They've done that with Marcos Alonso. Like they've been doing that with the free transfers,
He did
racking up
Yes.
talents. But now here's a situation where Real Madrid have Mbappe. You guys need to do something. Otherwise, it's domination like the way Man City have
Continue
done
living forever
for the
in
next
Madrid's
X amount
shadow.
of years.
I think the one thing Barcelona need to do is ask their fans to go into Lamine Yamal's DMs and congratulate him for retaring from winning trophies early enough in his career. There's no way he's winning anything with that Madrid attack like there's no way.
Trophies
Zimeenda. Ashikilie Euros vizuri sana.
I swear down. Maybe Copa del Rey, maybe tukiwaachia or Spanish Cup or something. I don't understand.
It's interesting. You guys are talking about winning and how Real Madrid is gonna just win everything. Is this how you guys feel about Cabras?
Ask Nyaassh, he's their big fan.
Because when it comes to rugby, like each and every time I usually talk about rugby, the conversation doesn't end without talking about Cabras, nanini. So I'd like to know, especially now that you season your rugby, I feel it, like I'm starting to see rugby kids kwa barabara and all that.
All courtesy of SportPesa, man. The SportPesa 7 has been launched at the time of this recording.
Yeah.
Guys, Nyaassh, were you there?
Yes, I was. And I talked to the RFUA chairman.
You're there in spirit.
No, KRU chairman.
You're there in spirit.
Not RFUA chairman. Unajua rugby hardcore wakisikia kusema RFUA chairman. Shangaa huyu mguys anasema nini? KRU chair.
Yes.
Right? So the 7th is kicking off this coming weekend, 26th and 27th, that's Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Christie's is the leg. It's held in Nairobi. And of course, we are going to see the guys squaring out. Talking likes of Cabras, Menengai Oilers, Black Blood, KU. Nairobi sijui walienda wapi. They used to have Mean Machine. Mean Machine siku hizi sijui walienda wapi. So yeah, it's kicking off this weekend and we want to see if Cabras are going to maintain it again. Because I think they've won it like 2 or 3 times in a row now. Yeah, it's getting a bit monotonous.
It's a big team. It's attracted over 60 teams in the Division 1 right now. So it's something that is gaining a lot of traction.
For sure.
Courtesy of SportPesa, man. And I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a big risk on this one. I think watch out for the Nondis. Definitely watch out.
Nondis, yeah.
Watch out.
Pamoja.
Maybe
Tuko
Nondis
pamoja.
wakuweka Aston Villa. Or maybe wakuweka Aston Villa mpira
Nondis
ligi. Kumaliza
wakuweka-
number 4 hivi. Yeah.
What's up with this guy today? He's just been hating.
No, I'm not.
What's going on? Umenyimwa.
Cabras, first of all, if you watch Cabras play, they play fantastic rugby. It's like in football watching Arsenal play.
Nah,
the only difference between us and them is the rap titles and we are not yet there. But no, it's not, we are not yet there. That's where we headed at. So I think how they're going to be moving this season is exactly how Arsenal are going to be moving. So come the end of the leg, come the end of the season of the 7s before you go to, I think, Enterprise Cup, I think Cabras are going to win it again.
Okay, let's see how the kickstart over this weekend. 26th and 22nd.
Absolutely.
The Christie's leg.
At a few grounds, itakuwa moto, man.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there. Make sure you show up. Tutakuwa hapo. Catch up.
Yeah.
And speaking of Kenya, unajua pia we have to talk about Gor. You know, Gor, we went to Sekafa. I feel like we went to an exam and then we realized we weren't ready for the exam during the exam.
Clearly.
Yeah, so
Clearly.
it wasn't as expected. We lost all the games,
I think
including
we
drew one.
We drew one.
Yeah.
We did not win all the games, basically.
We did not win any game.
Any game. And now,
Usiseme we in Gor, please.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, so now we're back to the drawing board to Sharudi. It's just training Nini. I haven't talked to Omala. You always say whenever I talk to Omala, it's
Something happens.
I haven't talked to him for some time. So this one is not on me. And we have to see the way forward. We also have to look at now clubs like Tusker who are now offloading players.
Now, before we even get to Tusker, you see like Gor Mahia, they seem like the lions in Kenya. But when they go to the regional competitions, why are they looking like cats, bruv? Ingekuwa ni Tusker, at least tungeshinda game moja.
How?
What happened?
How
What happened?
So here's the thing. We are playing among the best clubs in Africa.
You're one of the best clubs in East Africa. You are the best in Kenya, bana. Kenya is
Ni sawa. And and also this is a new manager. You see, I always tell you guys about tell you guys about new managers, new ideas, and wait and see. Yeah, so kama hii, it was like, okay, so these guys are different strategy from our previous manager.
A losing strategy. Losing strategy. Losing one.
So you're mad at me because you guys have offloaded your long-serving.
No, it's not even a matter of offloading. It's not even a matter of offloading.
We are mad, actually, yeah.
This guy has come into this job and he's trying to live up to McKinstry's legacy because McKinstry is a winner with Gor Mahia. So at the end of the day, you just want that one galvanizing performance that shows fans, hey, I can do this job.
Yeah.
There was none.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you. So let me
before you address me, let me first of all say, Kidogo, I am mad. You ask him why he's mad. We are mad. You know why? Gor Mahia was representing Kenya.
Yes.
The best club in Kenya as of now.
The South.
Why that mother of performance? Yeah, so I thought you'd do better, to be honest.
Here's the difference between Gor and a losing team.
Like
so
AFC Leopards.
Hey,
have
some shame.
Okay,
continue.
let me know AFC Leopards.
Okay.
Yes, we've lost 2 games, we've drawn, but we're scoring. You see, that's the thing. We are scoring, we are performing. It's not a boring 1-0 against Gor Mahia like some other teams, you know. It was a bit entertaining. We're getting the chances. This is a new manager with new ideas and new strategies. It can't just work from the get-go.
So even let me get this right. Next season, once it starts, and forgive me for diving into the Premier League, but once next season starts and Chelsea lose to Man City 4-1, then they lose to Brighton 3-2, then they lose to Man United 2-1. Oh, Chelsea fans will be happy because they are scoring as much as they are losing.
Championship.
Yeah,
it's in the how, it's in the process. But I promise you, Gor Mahia fans, in pre-season, things will change. You remember just like last season, Manchester United was playing against Arsenal and it was pre-season and Arsenal was beaten both in penalties and the actual game and Manchester United thought they had won the league.
Yeah, but we won a trophy. Thank you.
the only solace that Gor Mahia fans you can take from all this, first of all, it's not you getting clapped and a new manager and everything else. I think the only... I think the only...
Umeona Nyaassh.
I've seen myself, Nikibeta. I'm like, what am I doing there? The only solace they can take from this is the fact that teams like Sisi kama Tusker were supposed to give them proper opposition. We are offloading 11 players.
True.
Because the new manager Kidogo is looking like, you know. So the only solace they can take is that teams like Tusker, which you thought would be the next opponent when you're at Asamboa, they're offloading 11 players and the manager as well.
By the way,
Matano.
And
that was a surprise.
Matano pia ameenda. I don't honestly understand.
A title challenging coach.
Yeah, but he has actually won it 3 times. You know, and also AFC Leopards will say they are offloading a lot of players.
Yeah, about 12 of them.
Yeah, so that's the only solace. Because, I mean, that feels like a whole rebuild. And before you get to levels where you're competing with Gor Mahia, it might take us some time. So that's the only solace.
So no task anytime soon. Anytime soon.
I think I'll give it a big shout. No, as AFC fans, we are still not yet there. Maybe top 4, top 5.
Have you ever been there?
Hey, calm down, pet. but at the end of the day, I think with that, with the fact that you guys have offloaded all those players plus your coach, I think I'd give a shout to City Stars next season to be challengers. City Stars.
City Stars and Kenya Police. Yeah. If those 2 guys don't challenge you, then I don't know who will.
You have to give shout out to Kenya Police because, like, I look at the way, you know, our men are shopping. You guys are offloading, then they're bringing players. They're bringing players.
Top tier talent in Kenya, they are getting.
And what I like about Kenya Police is they're getting the players on a free for most of them.
Yeah.
So even as much as you guys offloaded
Kapaito, Eugene Asike, Brian Buire, Matano, and
mnataka kumaliza kama Sofapaka.
we have the second most successful team in the Kenya Premier League, you know. They don't go against Sofapaka. They only have one. But Ligomeskia some crazy rumor. I don't know how true this was that Sofapaka were giving Matano a 3-month contract.
Wow.
So I'm like, why would he take a 3-month contract? I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but you know, hata akapaito kwenda na Mungu FC ilianza as a rumor. Now he's going.
Isn't that 3-month? What's it? It's called probation. Isn't that now like probation just to see how it is? Because Matano has his highs and lows.
Yeah.
Remember last season?
But more highs than anything else.
Yeah.
More
But
highs.
his lows really go low. Remember those last season I remember after in Kasarani, at Kasarani after the game, he was being ambushed by fans. And you remember that was just last season alone.
But that's within a season. You
remember Gor and Tusk, I remember Elisha 1-0, they were chanting Matano out at halftime.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you were there.
Those are the lows. Now on the other hand, he has his highs, he has his moments.
Lows cannot be like within a season that his fans will criticize. And then
it happens
second.
to even the best
managers. But it reached a point to where guys legit believed he's leaving the club after the God
but
game.
They finished second. I think for me, lows would be tumepiga season. This is kama Tusker alafu tunamaliza namba 5. From challenging and now you're finishing 5th. And maybe that's back to back. That's a proper low. But within a season and then you salvage it and finish second, I think that's not bad. So I don't know why Sofapaka would be willing, if those rumors are true.
That's a big risk even from Matano's side. Moving from team number 2 to team number 17.
But that's how teams like Leverkusen revived with the likes of Xabi Alonso. Do you expect anything from Tusker in regards to next season? Maybe when it comes to now getting the new players, replacing the old players, who do you think could be the next coach? Do you have any expectations?
Honestly, I don't know who could be the next coach.
Labda mtulete flavor mpya.
Mechoka na ile ingine kawaida. Nataka kuleta like another flavor. I don't know, because if you look at all the coaches you would want, I think most of them are stuck in their clubs. Unless now you start going for like Anthony Modo, Kimani, which I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So I don't know exactly who they would want to go for, but I think being the level that they are, where they were second to Gor Mahia, where you feel like you have now to kick on from there and go and challenge, they have to get a proven coach. And then now, even if you get that, now there are 11 players who have left. So how do you replace that as well? That feels like a lot of work.
All this talk about Tusker and FC Leopard of loading players just reminds me of one thing. Once next season starts, these two teams inafaa wajiaminie. Because huku SportPesa sisi tumejiaminia, the Tujiamini initiative is up and running. It's ongoing because on the 2nd of August we'll be in the Western region. Tuko ready. Unajua nili-upload video yangu but nika ilikataliwa ya kukula kuku. Hiyo ni challenge.
Acha nikwambie. Because by the way tutakuwa Mumias. Pale Mumias kuna mali inaitwa Ekero. Remind me when you go there, kuna Ekero, they cook very good chicken. So we shall take you there. I love to wonder your talent. Yago ya kula kukaa ina suffice.
Okay, fair enough. I'll be there. I'll be waiting. You know, I want to see talent because huko ndo tumeambiwa wase. That is where you get to see the next Bukayo Sakas and the next Kobe Mainos. Huko ndo ball inacheza.
Maybe we should set a five-a-side wildcard versus
Oyo tukisaid, trust you me, I know I'll be the star player of the team. Nyaassh knows. We had some content last year and he knows. You know the trivelas that I do, you know me.
So if ukopale Western expect us
on second,
and tunakam to represent. Don't forget tujiamini.co.ke.
So you send your videos. Looking
Speaking
good,
of kujiamini, bro, it's that time. It's that time, man. It's that time for the trivia, man. And kwa hii trivia this week, it's so simple. We are looking at Premier League managers. Simple. So, you won last time.
Like always.
Luckily.
You should have said you won like you always do.
Like you always do.
Exactly.
Yes. And do you think you're going to do something different this time?
You can always think. Executing is a problem.
Bro. I know.
Thinking is okay.
I know.
Executing is a problem.
This is where the problem comes in.
Yes.
Let's go.
So for you who's at home right now, I get to ask very simple questions. Very simple.
Not always.
You get to participate. Whoever gets the most wins.
Let's go.
All right. Kuna lunch leo?
I'm assuming there is because Brad is super excited. You know, he was super excited before the show.
Amejifanya busy sasa.
Say hi, Shaha. Anyway, we start with West Ham, Who's the manager for West?
Bro.
Oh, wow, this is tough.
West Ham.
This is tough.
If you guys need a hint, I can.
No, we don't need hints, bruv.
I think, hey, iningumu. Trust me, iningumu.
Let me see.
Iningumu.
Let me see. Sir, so far so good.
Umeandikaje?
Yeah.
Lopetegi.
Yeah.
Ndani ni Moyes.
Now, how do I say that? It's Lopetegi, not Lopetegui. There's some people who say some crazy names. Next one, we have to leave their pronunciations, by the way.
Sir, the reason why I ask that it's because Wolves are playing West Ham this weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And speaking of Wolves, the manager.
God damn, I like this guy, by the way.
Manager of Wolves.
We could do with a hint.
No, both names to make it easier. Both names.
I mean, just to make sure.
Just to make sure you know both names.
Yeah.
Oh my days, bro. We could do with a hint. Come
Both
on, man.
names.
With a hint.
Yeah.
A hint ni has managed a former player has managed a club before.
Yeah.
Premier League club
I
before.
think now usiangalie focus on your right.
Oh my God.
Focus on your
I
right
know
thing.
this guy. I know this guy.
I think it's him. I just think it's him.
You can pass.
No, fuck no, bro.
Then right.
Yes.
Anaitangwa aje
Right.
msee.
Right.
Ian.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Oh my. I actually like this guy.
For play merchant. Yeah.
So before you can show.
Oh, before what?
Before you can show.
Yeah.
Sure, let's just see.
God damn.
It's O'Neal. Gary
You had to
O'Neal.
write both names. You had to write both
Wewe hata
names.
ukuweka nini apostrophe.
Ai, apostrophe kwani umelipwa ndo weke.
Onel kwani ni wa Kisumu?
I'll give you guys.
Eh.
This one is a bit tricky because this is a hint. New manager.
Oh no.
Brighton. Who's the manager for Brighton?
God damn.
He's a new manager.
I'll take a pass. Yo sijui.
Come on.
Ain't gonna lie.
Pass.
Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sawa.
What's his name?
He's called Fabian Hazala.
I was never gonna.
Yo, no way.
Wow.
Aya. Crystal Palace.
Majina yote mbili ama moja?
Both.
Tatu.
Wewe uko na mbili.
Tatu.
Wazungu wananga majina tatu.
Brian Waudo seems to be like that choppy who'd even write the admission number of manager.
Yo.
God damn it, man.
I
my
like
days.
this guy. But this guy should get Smith Rowe. I think it's gonna make him cook, bro.
Oliver Glasner.
Yeah, bro.
So far who's leading?
It's
No one.
Level. We're
Level.
Go draw.
Let's move on to next one. New club, Ipswich.
Shit, bro. No.
Woo! Ipswich.
Oh, no.
We've talked about him on the show before.
You know the routine.
We've talked about him on the show before.
You want
when he
both
was,
names? You want
yes,
both names?
Yes.
No,
yes.
no, why do you need
when
both
he was when he was signed as the manager, we talked about him and what it means to the team. We talked about the back-to-back promotions. You remember that episode?
Type.
No using the mirror.
Type.
Don't worry. The producer will slow down.
He's going to get it. He's going to get it. Anatwak tu hapo ufala. He's going to get it. I think you said both names.
Yes.
No,
You said
just
both
name.
names. You
Both
said
names.
both names.
Both names. Because Kenny.
Yeah!
Is it Kenny Tobiko? Like, come on.
Najua amepeti kitu manager.
It's Kieran. It's Kieran
Jina ya
McKenna.
pili.
It's Kieran.
Kenna.
It's Kieran. Ole's assistant. It's Kieran.
Was assistant to Ole?
Alikuanga assistant wa Ole.
No wonder unamjua.
Last one. This one is so easy. Who's the manager for Celtic?
Dude, you said Premier League, man.
Hiyo ni rahisi.
Nisa, I'm just making it easy.
Hiyo ni rahisi
Celtic.
Nyaassh.
Eh.
Surely Nyaassh hiyo ni rahisi.
I'm giving you
Both names. Kwanza hii lazima ni both names. It's very easy.
Hint.
It's easy.
This
Hakuna
one,
hint. Hakuna
I've
hint.
given you a chance to
Hint.
hint.
very easy.
Premier League manager.
Rahisi.
Premier League
Hii ni rahisi
manager.
Please Nyaassh hata usifail. I know I've already won but please you can't tell me you don't know this
Walikuwa
one.
tupe hint.
Both names, right?
Both names.
Why do you need both names?
It's easy, bro. Si ni yeye.
He doesn't know the first name.
Yeah, Celtic side.
Liverpool's league bottlers. Yeah.
Oh, it had to be him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God.
Nice one. So who's the winner?
The last one.
Nimeshinda.
Is the last
Nimeshinda.
one? Yeah.
Hukupata Kiran Magena.
Nimeshinda.
Respect yourself, Jabloni.
Nimeshinda.
Respect yourself,
Yo, last
Jabloni.
Oh, God damn.
A feeling you're used to.
No. You know how I'm feeling, right? Unajua venye nasikia because you used to this side. But before you go to, I know you're going to the FPL, right?
My favorite part, man.
Before you get to the
I'm
FPL,
happy.
because I want to tell guys how this guy would improve them. Arsenal. We've just we are on the verge of getting the next Paolo Maldini.
Okay.
Someone who was twerking for us, and like other guys who are not twerking for the clubs they signed for. Ricardo Calafiori is finally coming in.
How old is he?
He's 20 goddamn 2.
What was he doing at 18?
I can give you his number, Muli.
Eating bench at Roma. Eating bench at
He was
Roma.
winning the Conference League by
Eating
then.
bench at Roma.
He was winning the Conference League.
Chris Smalling was doing that.
No. Him and Chris Smalling was doing that. He actually won the Conference League.
Carry
with Roma. So he's coming to the Arsenal, touted as the next Maldini, heck of a ball player, can defend one-on-one, can create situations, can create chances for other people, progressive runs. He's fantastic. He's coming to the Arsenal just a few days after, he'll be coming just a few days after we unleashed our newest kit, which is inspired by Africa. Something no other club has ever done. Not even Manchester United. That kit is looking fantastic. You cannot even hate it.
I can't hate it. I think it just confirms one thing.
What?
Arsenal have already confirmed the trophy they are winning this season. Jersey of the season. We've handed it to you. Now can we just move on?
Yes, can we just move on?
You cannot move on from that, keeper.
You've already won Jersey of the season.
We always do that.
So Premier League mmeachia City, FA Cup mmetuachia,
Hey,
Carabao
City.
mmeachia Liverpool.
Fraudsters.
We can now talk about next season.
We can now talk about 25-26.
First of all, the fraudsters case yao inaanza November. Keep that in mind. Tobiko ukai rada.
Yes.
Wanapelekwa kotini. Better hire the best of lawyers. By the time you get to July, end of season, maybe watakuwa washapelekwa chini. I have a feeling they'll lose this case.
But agenda aside, by the way, it's a fantastic kit. Me, general napendanga kits za black ama za white. I'm waiting for United start kit because it's white.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's a good design. Like you guys always go pound for pound. You always cook whenever it comes to releasing jerseys. And I think that's the one thing your club is good for. So keep up.
Yeah, I think the one big for me is it's inspired by Africa. Just that as well. As alone peke yake, that's enough. Because even the kawaii thing yoni kitenge. And I saw the designer who was nilimpigia simu. Akaniambia,
Oh wow.
I called him up.
Balkan International.
Yeah,
Mtu anaongea na
international.
Omala, mtu anaongea na sijui designer wa kit. Mamba ndo huyo na Hamilton DM sijui.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so just the whole inspiration by Africa, I think it's fantastic. I cannot see us performing that kit.
I like how it resembles our country.
Kenya, by the way.
Kenya, especially when you look at now
Bana.
nini hapo iko poa sana.
Yeah.
My only wish, and this is a big wish, considering it was Africa themed, for me it will make sense if Arsenal actually played pre-season in Africa to showcase the new kit.
That
was
was a
my
good
logic.
point. That's a good point.
Because we have Visit Rwanda here. So that's
True.
Rwanda first and foremost.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Okay, me, I'm thinking you touch base in Tanzania. That young
As you are down, Kenya
No, I'm just saying.
No,
Ufike hapo, of course you study Jai, of course you pass by. But now with Kenya, you can't say Gor Mahia versus Arsenal.
No.
It has to be like, I don't know if it's Harambee Stars or Kenya 11s or Rising Stars versus Arsenal.
Yeah.
But I had a feeling that would have been the best.
I hope Baby Kayo in your Visit Run, they should put like a clause there at least before the contract is over. Kuja wacheze hapo Amahoro Stadium because it's world class.
By the way,
it's world class. No, it's properly suiting their facilities. Unaweza sema Kenya amko this amko that, but Amahoro iko hapo ndani, so I can't wait for that.
On a scale of 1 to 10, the kit as we move on to
On a scale of 1 to 10, that has to be a proper 10, bruv.
proper 10.
No, 9. When we win the league with it, that's a 10. Yes.
I'd give it an 8.
it's just a shot. Move on.
It's just a shot. Speaking of shirts, man, I'm so happy to see the shirts on FPL, like the new format. They've changed the FPL layout.
Yes,
looks.
yeah. New things.
And I'm happy FPL is back. First and foremost, have you guys made your team?
No. Nangoja
it's
Calafiori afike.
What about you?
Yeah, that's all, bro.
Yeah, I've made it and I'm taking the risk like I took last year as well. I'm not going with Haaland.
And why do you have so many Arsenal players in your squad, bro?
No, I only have one. Saka.
Nimeona
Yeah.
Saka, Odegaard.
Bro, you're
Havertz.
stalking me and stalking United. Do you have a life?
No. Mande makona Saka, kona Odegaard, Saliba. What's up,
Sina
bro?
Odegaard.
But Saliba
Ni
umemweka.
Saka. Saka na Saka. I rate Saliba. That's a G. Saliba. I rate Saliba. He's a French defender. Sorry, I rate him.
Yeah.
He's good.
Good.
I mean, he wasn't as good at 18, but I rate him.
Yeah. But una Martinez hapo ndani, but it's okay.
So, Basi, let's go on.
Sawa basi. So for those people who don't know, Fantasy Premier League is a game where you as the manager get to pick 15 of your favorite Premier League teams, and based on how they perform in real life, you get points. You get to compete by you competing in a mini league. So let's say me and Brian can be in one with a good company mini league, which I'm going to talk about. And whoever wins that league wins now FPL for that league. And overall, there are millions of FPL managers throughout the world who get to compete. And whoever gets the most points wins from FPL and just Premier League in itself. And this is so good because based on the Premier League information that you know, you can get to use it in your fantasy team. To
get more points.
To get more points and to engage your mind more.
Good question, yeah? So if you perform poorly for FPL, what does that say about your knowledge of the Premier League? And if you are hypothetical to be a manager,
Who are you trying to attack? Tobiko is not here. Who are you trying to attack?
why are you being defensive?
Who are you trying to...
Why are you being defensive? Kwa nini wewe?
So we are so fortunate to have our good company league.
Yes.
I think I know the code of it. It's AYZI1D. AYZI1D. Our producer will show the code on the screen. And you get to join. And I'm so ready. I mean, I think I'm going to be in the top 10.
Of where?
For the league.
Come on, dog.
This season. I've done it before. Like when the season started, the last season, of course, I was top 10 for like 3 months.
Just like Arsenal.
And then wildcard responsibilities came through.
Like
with
Arsenal.
that.
Yeah, wait. What are you talking about? It's like when Matano was getting criticized fired, but finished second. Well, ulianza top 10. Ulimaliza namba ngapi?
Good company league. It was I was 400 and something. 400 and something.
You fell 40 times.
What the hell?
Yeah.
400.
That's
Yes.
a lot.
Hey, Buddha, partner.
So there are new rules in FPL. Let me just read by for those people who are new. We now can have up to 5 free transfers.
Really?
It's not 2, it's up to 5. And after you use your wild card, you can keep this transfer. So let's say if you had 2 free transfers and then use your wild card, and then you go to the next week, you still have your 2 free transfers. Kitambo, it used to reset in FPL, and then you start from
scratch,
from zero. We have a mystery chip that's going to come in January, so we're going to talk about it later on. And lastly, FPL, when it comes to FPL, goalkeepers get 10 points if they score a goal.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So
what about if they
you
ship
need
goals?
to have Alisson.
If they concede goals wanatolewa ngapi? Nione Onana atakuwa anatolewa ngapi per
Come
game.
on, behave.
No, conceding goals is just the usual too.
Okay.
Conceding goals is just the usual. But now, for those people who've made your FPL teams, kuna kitu inaitwa bandwagon players. So I'll explain. These are the players who are most owned. Most owned.
Kina
And
Saka,
ever
Saliba
since
and
we launched FPL, Watkins, Palmer, Isak, Saliba, and Gordon are the most owned players. It's not even Haaland.
Oh, he's
Definitely is
expensive.
expensive.
Yeah.
He's expensive for
not
no
even
reason.
Haaland.
Adi Salah, I'm surprised Salah isn't owned. Wow.
No Manchester United player, but anyway. Not surprised.
Rent free.
Go on.
With Manu, it's just, I always say it, with Manu, it's just Bruno.
Rent free.
Yeah, because even these signings that I'm hearing, I'm just listening, like, how do they complement Bruno, the captain, and the forward, and how they're going to get points?
They don't.
Yeah, but the good thing is Man United meet Arsenal this weekend, so...
Oh, yeah.
You've said it incorrectly. Man United will be beating Arsenal over the weekend.
When it doesn't matter. When there are points at stake, that's why they draw the line.
And the good thing is I'll be looking forward. I think your game, because it's on Sunday, I think I'll just cash in on 1,000 and put it on Arsenal.
A fool.
Arsenal. As I look at the jackpots, the mega jackpot this weekend, you know, I won't lie, I may get jealous every time. Not jealous, but I feel good. But not so good when I hear people, you've won 13 out of 15 bets.
So you've
Minting millionaires.
You've said this weekend unaweka thao kwa Arsenal.
Thao
ipige
kwa
Man U.
Arsenal.
You see, don't be like Venant. Because Venant has just sacrificed 373 million Kenyan shillings. just like that. How dare you? SportPesa are giving you the chance to be a millionaire in the 254. And you go on ahead and put Arsenal kichwa.
Yes, because the last time nilieka thao kwa Arsenal, I won. When we beat Man United 1-0 at Old Trafford.
Ilikuwa bahati.
Uko na track record.
So, I already have
pesa yake ilikataa close juu ilikuwa bahati. Ili load.
So I have a track record of winning with Arsenal.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
So I'm glad na years. Kwanza ya SportPesa, man, 373 million.
Manze, kucheza ni instant, kulipwa ni instant. Hakuna kungoja pesa yako.
Straight.
Pay bill 955-100, account number ni phone number yako.
Yeah.
All you need is 99 bob and you're the next millionaire in the 254.
You know what I need to do? I need to go to Mombasa. Wekele hiyo jackpot nishinde ndio wanilete na ndege, wanipike.
Upewe first class treatment.
Kutoka kwa airport chukule na limousine. Unajua chukula kitu kama hiyo?
Mzee promo.
Ni unisikie vizuri bwana, like an executive. Yeah, so I'll try that shot.
Kama ni hivyo, see, the logic will be to go to the farthest place in Kenya, like Marsabit huko, where they need to struggle to get you so that
utafika huko aje hata.
Sio wewe kufika.
Haitaji please accessible.
Limousines, the limousine they have.
Bandits might have other ideas. Yeah.
So yeah, Arsenal versus Man United as we conclude this weekend.
Yeah.
Who do you think is winning?
That's a blunt question because
It's a pre-season.
we'll both be biased.
Okay, it's a pre-season.
Yeah.
Arsenal, I've already seen Odegaard play versus some small teams in the pre-season, and he's training and all that. On the other hand, Man United have played an extra game. So
we're cooking.
They already warmed up.
We're cooking.
They're warmed up, yeah.
Yeah. And who do you think has, based on last season, has more goals? Bruno or Odegaard?
It doesn't matter. Bruno
I
is
think
the
they
better
have
player.
both. They are equal.
Yeah.
Bruno is the better player. It doesn't matter.
No, of course he's not. They are equal. They have the same number of goals, no?
For the record, it's Bruno.
Oh. How many goals?
Hey, pipe down.
How many goals last
Pipe
season?
down, Jabroni.
Last
Pipe
season, I'm
down.
overall in the league.
Last season.
Pipe down.
last season.
Pipe
Okay.
down.
Nah, no problem. I'm okay with that.
Wrap this up like Arsenal's title chances. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
And on that note, my name is Venant.
Of course, I've been Brian Waudo.
And I've been the
Don't listen to him.
Jabroni Slayer. I've been the Jabroni Slayer. Nyaassh, catch you on the next one.